Hell, oh wait, no, I don't know. I think I got my timing off there. I'm sorry, but hello everyone. We are here. We are live. We are ready to go, and we are on Minmus station, getting ready to head down to the surface. And aboard here, we got Jebediah, our pilot. We have scientists Dan P and John N, and we have our engineer Stephen L. And yeah, we're about to get into our lander. I actually took some time to take this little lander, fuel it all up. Only 2 of these people are going to go down, so we're going to have to decide how that's all going to work in just a bit. But there's a couple of housekeeping things I want to take care of before we get into that. Number one is next week I am off on a bit of vacation. So next week there's not going to be a live stream on either of the 2 days next week. The live streams will continue again the week after. I believe that would be Monday, August the 30th. And actually, for that week of Monday, August the 30th, I mentioned earlier that when I crack 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a 10-hour KSP marathon. 10,000 subscribers, 10 years of KSP, a 10-hour marathon. I thought I liked all the 10s, so it's going to be a completely stock, starting from the beginning in a science mode, and the goal is going to be to put as many flags on as many different bodies in the Kerbal system as we can. And looking at the stats, it's looking like the Wednesday of that week. So that would be the Wednesday after August 30th. So I believe that would be September 1st. That's looking like the likely date for that time. So that's going to be a busy week. We'll come back. We'll be doing streams. We'll be having a 10-hour marathon plus the 2 other streams that continue on from this series. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, continuing on with that, actually, if I point something out here, this is something I neglected last stream. You might recall 2-3 streams ago, we were around the moon, and we were collecting samples around the moon. We collected an asteroid sample from the asteroid that was there, and also the vehicle that went out and snagged that asteroid while it was in orbit around the sun, snagged a materials study and a mystery goo. With Kerbalism, these need to get returned. They're samples, and the idea was to bring it down to the surface with the craft that went down to the surface last stream. And as you can see here, I forgot to do that. They're still inside this vehicle here. So we need to kind of deal with that. So we got quite a lot of science packed in here, but this is actually not a bad thing because we can show something. We have a science lab, and the science lab with Kerbalism works a little bit differently than the science lab does in the stock game, in that the purpose of it is to take these samples and analyze them and convert them into data that you can subsequently transmit. So I've never done this, actually. I always sort of stop my games before I get to this point. So I think I should be able to transfer all of that stuff. Is there a transfer data button or anything? There should be a way to get them all in here, right? Maybe? No? Level up the crew. I've already leveled. Oh, look at that! We can level up the crew! Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay, we'll look at that in a little bit. But, oh, maybe I need to get a scientist inside. So let's see here. Who's our better? We have Dan is a level 3 scientist, and John, oh, sorry, you're a level 1 scientist. So Dan is going aboard the lab. I'm assuming higher level scientist. So Dan is going aboard the lab here. There we go. Now, can we do something with the lab? Oh, we are! Oh, okay, so I don't have to transfer the samples in there. It's actually doing it. Asteroid sample from asteroid, yada, yada, yada. And you can see what's happening here is this asteroid sample is being turned into data. And I'm assuming we can transmit this data at the same time. Okay, so it is creating data quicker than it can transmit it. That's, I think I have all my better antennas. What antennas do I have? I see a bunch of communitrons. Do I really not have a better antenna than just a whole stack of communitrons on this thing? Oh no, there's a, what is this guy? The DTS-M1. So, okay, so it's transmitting it, and it's probably going to take a while. So that's what Dan's doing for us. All right, good. So we'll see how long it takes. I have no idea how long it takes to take all this stuff and turn it into data, but that is going to be one of the things that's going to be happening while we're doing other things. The other thing is, I have a couple of these. These are the pusher vehicles that brought these two modules up here. This one's still got a lot of fuel in it, but I took the liberty of taking out most of the fuel of this one. I was able to find space for it and everything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to deorbit this while we can. So I'm going to click right here and undock it. These are all these housekeeping items. And RCS, and we'll back away. I kept very little. I go to here. Yeah, I kept very little of the fuel and monopropellant aboard, just enough to get it to go for a little bit of, okay, let's see here. We should be, whoa, let's turn that off. Yep, that looks pointing in the right direction. Okay, let's just use a little RCS to get away from the station. And then all I want to do is burn retrograde until, oh, I guess engaging the engine would be a good idea. There we go. By station, and once our periapsis goes negative, there it goes. Okay, so that's just going to crash into the surface. This looks a little better now. And other than that, I think we're ready to go. But before I start moving people in here, let's pick ourselves a landing spot. So I'm going to open up the SCANsat map. And this is an altimetry map of Minmus. It is a high resolution altimetry map. Actually, let's get the biome map going. That's the one I really should have. Biome map. Here is our biome map of Minmus. Nice. Still got some little gray spots. I did the worst job putting that satellite in here. Oh well. And what I got, I do have a contract. Let's take a look at our contracts here. Minmus lander. I have this one contract to bring back Greenstone from Minmus and bring it back to Kerbin. I'm not sure if that can be analyzed in the lab or not, if we actually do. Probably to satisfy the contract, I guess we probably do have to bring that back to Kerbin, so I might have to be a little careful about that. But when you see these contracts in the mission control, when you look at them in mission control and it gives you more detail there, it tells you some likely biomes for you to look for said greenstone. And I wrote those down somewhere. There we go. And it said that I can likely find greenstone in the Great Flats, the Greater Flats, or the Lowlands. Now, I also want to land in a biome I've not been in before. So let's open up our little science archive. We need a lot of windows. We're going to be losing these folks. Let's see here. Probably the best thing is just look at something like a surface sample. Surface sample. And see, what have we done? We have been in the lowlands, clearly, because I have a surface sample from the lowlands. But what I want then is to go to either the Great Flats or the Greater Flats. Now, this is showing our current orbit. The blue is the orbit ahead of us. And the orange, there's our station there. The blue is the orbit ahead of us, and the orange is the orbit behind us. And so let's look at where we're going here. I want to land in Great Flats or Greater Flats. So what's coming up this? I also want to land in the light. What's over this? What's this? These are Midlands, Midlands, Midlands. These are Greater Flats over here. So I'm just looking. That's Highlands. It's looking like somewhere in this zone here is likely my best target. So we're going to do some time warping. That's okay. So let's start time warping. Oh, that's as small as that gets. We'll tuck that up out of the way here, and let's start time warping a little quicker. You can watch this going around. Having these SCANsat maps is just, oh, here we go. Okay, I can start to see in one more orbit we're going to be getting pretty close. So let's go, let's look at it from over here. Tuck this out of the way. Oh, I also have a contract. I guess one thing at a time. Oh, I know what that's for. That's for a rover. That's for the future. Okay, so we're aiming to land Says we're in the day side. Okay, I see. Yeah. We're going to be landing around here, but Minmus is going to rotate. See how much Minmus rotates with each turn around here. Oh, we're going down. So we will... I'll get myself to the opposite side of the Minmus here. We're going to do our... Oh, refresh it to get the... Okay, is this not... I'm seeing in the chat, refresh. There you go. Yep. So that refreshes where the day and the... Excuse me. Excuse me. But you have to hit refresh to see where the day and the night is. That's still good. So we're still going to aim for around here. That's looking to me like a pretty good, easy spot. I know the flats are nice to land on, too. So we'll get to about there-ish. Okay, let's start thinking about... Let's tuck you out of the way. Who are going to be our... Well, we'll get Jebediah. Jebediah will get himself into the lander here. And we will also get... John is in the lab, so that means... No, Dan's in the lab, so John is going to be... Uh-oh, did I just EVA? Why did I do that? That was dumb. Get bored. I just hit EVA by mistake. Ah, that's a nice waste of nitrogen there. John is going to go into our lander. And actually, speaking of EVA, I'm maybe a little happy that happened. Let's transfer Steven into our airlock. Oh, I'm noticing... Is there some funky... Oh, no. Yes. Do you see how this is rotated again? I had this bug before. I mean, thankfully, this thing doesn't have to fly, but you see how this Mark 1 capsule in there has done a little bit of... I've had that happen before, and I don't know why. Oh, well, one thing at a time. Can't go there now. Let's turn off the pressure control. And we will EVA Steven. Our level 3 engineer. Again, as always, checking to see that they have monopropellant aboard, because I've gotten burned once, never again. Okay, so Steven's going to check our engines, is what he's going to do. Of course, that means going up. So we're going to check this engine. We're going to do some servicing, inspect the engine. Oh, it says this will last for ages. Okay, so I think our engines are probably pretty good. Let's go over here and check our nuclear engine. Oh, I don't like this rotating thing that's happening here. Why is that happening? Our nuclear engine, might as well while we're out here. We'll service that engine, and now we'll inspect it, and it says it's good as new. All right. Get you back into the airlock. Make sure not to crash into solar panels and the like. And we'll board. And we'll transfer Steven back into the nice, comfy hitchhiker can, and we'll turn that pressure control back on. There we go. And, geez, this seems to be getting worse by the moment. Is it just me? Look at this piece. It scares me. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave, everybody. Let's leave. Undock. Back to here. With a very tiny, let's control from the docking port and just put on our RCS and back away just a little bit. It's a very tiny little lander. There's not a lot to it. Activate our engine. And it holds very little fuel. If you look at it, total liquid fuel is only 72 units. And if you think, this thing's still got a lot of fuel in it, you can't tell from here, but it does. So we can fill this lander up quite a lot of times. Okay, we're going to need to control from here now. Oh, I just realized they're going down with parachutes. Isn't that special? What am I doing? Control from here. Which, of course, doesn't do them a heck of a lot of good. Let's just puff away a little bit from the station. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So again, according to our map, let's open up the mini map. There we go. According to our map, our orbit should be coming right over this section here. So that's what we're going to go for. So let's just burn retrograde. Actually, we should let ourselves get a little closer here. Coming down at a bit of an angle. I find usually about a third of an orbit ahead usually works pretty good for me. Okay. I'm trusting you, SCANsat. Looking like it's looking like this is going to be in the hills, but by the time we rotate over there, we should be good. A little more thrust. It's looking good. So we're not going to land here. We can land here. Now you can turn on trajectories, by the way. If you show the trajectory, I thought, and maybe I'm wrong here. Interesting. I thought it would show a little X where it's predicting where we're going to land, but I don't see said X, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's turn this off. All right. Whoa, I'm still locked to the prograde vector, or retrograde vector. I just want to rotate this around and give our solar panels some exposure here. This is the way I meant to go, just like that. Okay, I just noticed I'm in space low now, and something I neglected to do last time I was in low space with a Kerbal was to do that EVA science experiment. So we're going to give this thing... Can't I do this? Well, maybe I do it this way. Give this thing to John. Yeah. Okay, and again, we will turn off pressure control. And John is going to EVA. And we're going to perform said EVA science. We need to do, what is this one again? Perform EVA science, that's the one. Nice. And although it comes up this way, it still all works with Kerbalism. So there we go, 25 science for us. Let's get ourselves back here. Oh, why am I that way? No, that way. There we go. In there and board, and we're in. Okay. And take a look here. We should be transmitting said science away. We are. All right. Goody, good, good. Okay. Let's get down there. Oh, we should probably turn on pressure control again, shouldn't we? Just brief. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Let's keep it off. Is it off? Why do I always have trouble finding? It's too many things. Yeah, let's keep it off. They can wear their spacesuits. They're going to be coming back out again soon enough anyway. Let's go. Let's go. We're going down. There we go. 25 science. Nicey nice. Now I want to be looking for some of this greenstone. So people might want to give me a hand looking for that. We are coming over this, right? Yeah, I think so. Crew reports and EVA reports I did, John. I've been in low space before. I just flat out just forgot to do the Oh, it says stop, but I mean, just to show. See, it has done crew reports. I've done the AVA reports. I forgot to just do that one. Okay, we're getting close here. Let's landing gear. And I always find it if I roll this so that the blue is up on the Navball, that helps me with my orientation. But I am looking for, I can see a little bit, I think that's some greenstone there, but that's a little bit high up on the hills. And I wish I was a little bit, I'm a little bit too high, I think. What is my trajectory like here? Yeah, let's kill a little bit of this. We can land anywhere in here. Is it burning? Is this engine? What's up with this engine? There it goes. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Just a little pug engine. Am I getting? What's my feel? I don't like here. I'm going to turn on these ants. Just pause this. Activate. I can't remember the design of this thing. Whether these ants was for emergency purposes only or meant to be. But I didn't like how little thrust I had. That feels better. Let's turn this off. It's not helping. So I'm looking for some of that greenstone. I would love to land close by. I have a fair amount, 810 meters per second at delta V. So we should be. We have some fuel that we can use to kind of, you know, let's slow down a bit more. We have fuel that we can afford to, oh, I see sparklies right down here. Let's see if we can we stop. Up. We're going too low. Don't like it. Where's my vertical speed at? Vertical speed, okay. Let's negate some of that vertical speed. Okay, this is not what we would call an efficient landing. Let's go this way again. Okay, I can see. I should have killed off more speed earlier. I think I see some stuff in the vicinity here. Okay. All of a sudden I noticed we were getting pretty darn close to the surface. Didn't like it. Should have serviced those ant engines actually while we were down here, I'm just thinking. But I think I see some greenstone there, so that's good. Not exactly uber well done landing, but... Slow down, Jab, you are a reckless maniac. But we're down. Okay, let's... let's put this here. All right, so, yeah, we should be already collecting science. So we're doing a crew report. It's waiting to do a telemetry. It's waiting to do temperature. I probably landed a probe in these flats before. So really, yeah, there's not much to do. So let's get Jebediah out. This ladder's kind of goofy. I'll just let go. Well done, Jebediah. That worked. It worked. I think I have this little piece in here upside down to this little piece. I'll show you what I mean in just a little. I'll show you what I mean with John here. See, if we climb down, we end up going on... Oh my gosh, now John's stuck. I'll just let go. Grab again. Yeah, okay, this is not exactly smooth. Okay, just let go. Here we go, John. We can just do it this way. We don't need those ladders. All right, so we'll do the inaugural flag planting here. So, oh, I guess I got to get on Jebediah, don't I? There we go. Plant flag somewhere. Plant flag. There we go. All right. So this is the Pug 1-A3. That's the name of the vehicle. This is landing number 2 for it, even though it was been a while since the other one. And we have Jebediah and John N. presiding. All right. Saying, okay, we really don't have much to do. At the previous site, I put all kinds of surface deployable stuff. That's what these containers are, but you can see they're empty. I actually haven't looked to see, have I done much else with the surface stuff? I don't know, but I think what we should do is just actually just collect stuff. Really can't dilly-dally because our station's in a polar orbit, and as Minmus rotates, we're getting further and further out from underneath its orbit. So we shouldn't spend too much time fussing about. So we'll do a surface sample, we'll do an EVA report, and honestly, I think that's... Whoa! We got a little hopping happening over there. I think that's about all we're going to be able to do. Right? I did... The golf ball thing's not biome specific, is it? Let's just do something just real quick. Where are we at? Where are we at? The EVA, perform EVA science. This is fun to watch anyway, even if it doesn't get us any science. And 4. Man, from Minmus, that's probably escape velocity right there. Yeah, no science for that, but it was fun. All right, now I'll show you what I mean with the ladder here. See, he goes up, and then he wants to flip around. I think I have this piece the other way around, but he can board backwards, feet first. Nicely done. That's all it needed. And then we'll get Jebediah here. And Jebediah will go feet first, board. Nice. Okay. Let's just do a really quick look-see and make sure there's no other science we can do. Crew report's still running. It's got 3 more minutes to go. We can turn our pressure control back on. There's no other science. Everything else has been done. There's a site. What's this? Oh, that's a radiation. That's a Geiger counter. It's also been done. It must be surface only. All that was done. Not biomes, but okay, so all we got to do is return home safely. Oh, I got me a feeling I might have borked this because I think... Oh, it's launch a new vessel. Ah, okay, so we can't do this. It says first Minmus landing, caught by the fine print again. Launch a new vessel. This is not a new vessel. I don't want to launch a new vessel to come all the way to Minmus. It's not worth my time when I got a perfectly serviceable vessel. Okay, but either way, we're not going to... This ain't going to happen. Oh, well. But greenstone! Oh, my goodness. Greenstone. How can I have forgotten all about the greenstone? Pressure control off. John, EVA. Doing a little tumble. Because Jebediah already pulled the ladder up on you, John. Let's put that ladder down. Okay, I did see some greenstone. There, it's not far. See it right over there. I want to keep a very close eye on John's monopropellant. Let's put his lights on. And we will RCS and up. Why? Whoa. Oh! Is it me or is he doing some sort of magic trick here? Okay, there's something weird going on. Okay, we're gonna take... He has the little science kit. I don't think that can be the problem, though. Put that in there. What is going on? Okay, anybody got ideas? I'm all of a sudden realizing I'm not sure he goes down. Okay, how? Okay. You know what we can do to do this first crewed landing, even though obviously this isn't my first crewed landing. And I do have a plan to eventually build a base. And I think the base will end up becoming our first crewed landing, as silly as that. Why is he just going higher and higher? What am I going to do here? This was cute for a little bit, but seriously. Okay, I'm going to try and leave the scene. This is the only thing I can think of. Time warp fixes that bug. Okay, I'm seeing time warp fixes that bug. So if I time warp, doesn't look like it's fixing that bug. Oh, it does. I have never, ever seen that before. That is bizarre. Okay, now he's off. That was the weirdest thing. I think it was over this way. There it is. Should keep an eye on his resources, but I don't think this is anywhere near close far enough to worry about. Yeah, I think this first crewed lander will be a base of some kind. Minmus is such a good spot for a resource harvesting base because it doesn't cost much to get the resources off of the surface. I think it's a much better place to harvest stuff than from the moon. Okay, we are on here, and then we got to pick up greenstone. Go for it there, John. All right, we got ourselves some greenstone. 105 science that we need to supposedly take back. But it's going to be interesting to see if Kerbalism can use that to... can process that in the lab. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, John's suggesting thrusting down on the rocket pack. I did try that. But thank you. It's a Dragon Boy who said time warping fixes that bug. I have never seen that bug before. That was very weird. So we got ourselves some greenstone. Oh, but if I don't bring it back to Kerbin, I'm not sure I'll get this contract. I don't know. I don't know how much I care about contracts anymore. I got so much money. Whoa. I got so much money. And this is not... And reputation. And this is not giving me any science. So actually, I'm more concerned with the science and don't really care about much anything else. Bored. Okay. So we're going to get rid of the contract window. We're going to bring up our ladder now for real this time. We're going to repressurize our cabin. There we go. And we got to go to our station, which is maybe that's booting away from us, probably. Station's going to the south, so we need to launch to the south, and the sooner we do this, the better. So no dilly-dallying, let's just do it. So south is got to be that way. So go. And south. That's north, south. Pitch over fairly quickly. Yeah, the ants must be there to give us more thrust to weight. Bring gear back up. They're not there just for emergency purposes. Because it's not like this thing has a whole ton of thrust to weight. It's not accelerating quickly. What is his acceleration right now? Got it here somewhere. 3.5 meters per second squared. So we're talking just a little over a third of a G that it's pulling, which is not a lot. Okay, just watching my apowapsis. We'll cut throttle when we get to about 10. There we go. Let's get up to... Oh, can't time warp any quicker than this. Fine, be that way. I don't care. So we got ourselves some greenstone, and we got ourselves a surface sample. And everything else we have transmitted away. How much science are we at now? Because really, I'd like to just... This is really just about science. 216. Want more? Give me more. Okay, I can time warp again. This has got to... Yeah, that's our station. We're chasing it. If I timed this better, I probably could have... Oh, well. We'll get there. We should have plenty of life support, right? I did check that. I got 5 days to get there. We can do that. Okay. This is just going to be to get our orbit. And get ourselves closer to this. We'll get our orbit, and then we'll worry about getting ourselves a rendezvous. Does it have a severe thrust? Oh my gosh, look at that! Just an anonymous bird. Okay, we'll deal with this. So the ants probably are a backup. I was saying, I don't know what I was... Okay. Here, let's stop. The pug has the thrust limiter, like, down to, like... Now things are making sense. That could have been a costly mistake if we crashed, didn't it? Okay, let's turn... Oh, no, let's deactivate. No. Ah! Okay, stop fooling about. Let's just do this. Oh, my gosh, now I've really messed this up. Let's just get our orbit. Our lame, messed up vehicle. Okay, there we go. 10 by 10. What I meant to do is not turn these thrust limiters off, but just shut down these engines. So these are not necessary. These are backup engines in case the pug fails. There we go. That is much, much better. Thank you for pointing that out, Anonymous. Wow. Okay. Been so long since I flew this, you wouldn't think I was the one that designed it. Okay, we're still good though. Now our acceleration is, oh yeah, 9 meters per, almost up to a G. Okay, let's see if we can get to our station here. Yep. Oh, I forgot to, okay. One thing at a time. Go away. Let's move this into the future. Stop that. Oh, I'm putting this in the past. We are going... No, we're not. We're going around this way. This is right. Add a maneuver. There we go. Whew. Okay. How about setting our station as a target? There we go. And that just added a whole stack of normal. When I hit 0, I turned on all our magnetic fields. Okay, I want to grab you. There's what I wanted to do. Okay, we can get this pretty quick. Yeah. I'm having issues with alarm clock because of its settings, but we'll deal with one thing at a time. Let's see here. This is actually pretty good already. I cannot complain. This is coming up pretty quick, though. Oh, now I can see why I probably turned down the thrust. This is a 1-second burn. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got about 400 meter separation. I'm sure that's going to be fine. let's just do this burn. It's only coming up in a minute. And yeah, let's just lock this to prograde. Let's turn this thrust limiter down, but this time I'm going to remember to turn it back up again. Oh, so close to the target, it put itself on target there. Okay. Station's just here. It's not far. It's like almost tempting just to kind of burn right at it, but I know that's not the best way to approach this. Okay. Start our burn. Okay, we've got about 2 kilometers separation. We'll use a little RCS. 5, 4, 7. Oh my god, 473 meter per second separation. I'm perfectly good with that. Off it there. There. And this time I'm going to use my head. We're going to put this right back up to 100 again. Okay, we're going to be with our station in about 33 minutes. Let's put this view on free. Always like it better on free. There we go. Oh, and those alarms that were coming up. Why don't I get in there? I can show people this. This has to do with the settings here, and I did a really dumb thing. If I go to specifics and I look at maneuver node alarms, there's here a margin. Let me look at. Yes. Don't do a quick alarm if the maneuver is within, say, 5 minutes. I think is a good plan. Quick maneuver alarms, quick margin. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's got to work that way, not the other way around. I think that's what that's about. And then if I, yeah. That's why I was getting silly alarms for no reason. I should be able to actually add an alarm for our... forget it. I'm making my life way too complicated. Let's put this away. Just watch it from here. 28 minutes. Oh, I went the wrong way, says John. Okay, I'll look at that again in a little bit. But let's get ourselves close to the station. Got 12 minutes. Retrograde, put this on target. There's our station coming up at us. Let's see if we can use a little RCS to kind of dial this in a little bit. And I'm just thrusting laterally here, so yeah, that works. That makes it better. Oh, not for long though. That makes it worse. Just looking at our closest approach distance here. Just thrusting in the direction that seems to make it better. 20 meters. That's much better. Okay, we're still a few minutes away. Let's get back into alarm clock. What was I doing wrong here? What was I doing wrong? So we got to go into specifics, take a look at this maneuver. Quick alarms. So let's make this a 3. That's what it was. Oh, here, don't add a new alarm if the maneuver is closer than this threshold. Now I have a 0. So let's make that a 4, or I said 4, not a 5. Manual maneuver alarm thresholds is 3. There, that makes a heck of a lot more sense. So I got to put a non-zero number in there. I also have ones here for the sphere of influence change. That doesn't have that issue. I'm fine now. Let's turn this off. Okay. Turn that off. Turn that off. All right, where are we at? We're coming into the station. About a minute away. Let's get ourselves closer. I don't like how this time gets messed up whenever I hit the time warp button. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't, and I really don't know why. Okay, quick little jaunt down to the surface. And we can do another one. That is the whole point of this. Oh, only 8 ignitions left. That's not bad, silly now. Just going to come in close and then put on the brakes. Beautiful. Okay, we will control from here. We will set this docking port as our target. We will move this around. There we go. Aim our camera. Honestly, I think the RCS thrusters are a little bit... Oh, the only R3... Oh, no, I got them down here, too. Can I adjust the thruster limit here? It just feels like they're... Oh, do-do-do-do. Yeah. What happens if I put that down a little bit? Feels like those top ones are just a little bit too powerful. These top ones, of course, are built into this capsule. So they had to be there. Oh, someone's suggesting I should replace all the older engines. I'm kind of curious how long they last. If you keep using EVAs to refurbish them, do they go indefinitely? I don't know. Okay, we're here. We're here. Let's see. We will. Bum. What do we got to do? What do we got to do? We got to toggle the torque. Actually, we probably don't. Now, let's just get our crew back aboard. So, John over here. Jebediah, and we'll send somebody else down. Now, I should be able to do some leveling up. Level up the crew. See, who needs to go back to the KSC? Jebediah is now a level 4 scientist. Pilot, and John is now a level 3 scientist. Awesome. We should also have all kinds of samples. Look at all the work they're doing here, all this fine work. Can I transfer? I want to get the samples out of this. And I'm not sure I can transfer the samples to here. This is... No. So what about if I go to... Can I transfer samples to anywhere else? Oh, I can probably transfer samples to the nerve here. I think it has the ability to hold. Transfer data here. There we go. That way all of those samples will stay aboard. I got me a feeling that whenever it gets to it, it's going to process this green sandstone, which I'm perfectly cool with. But of course, it's still processing all the rest of this stuff. Okay, we are going to do some more. We're going to go down again. We're going to keep doing this. So, let's put John into the lab. We will bring Dan into our lander. We will take Steven and put him in our lander. They need to go down there too. So it's going to be an engineer, no pilot, but this does have a probe core in there, so that's not a big deal. We got to fuel this thing back up. That's what TAC fuel balancer is for. Liquid fuel. All you got to do, let's see, which one is... There it is. The Lunar Excursion module tells you what vehicle is. It's vehicle 5. So we just got to load this up. You see it doesn't take much, and we've got to load it up with Oxidizer, Vehicle 5 again. And we should top up all their life support and stuff too. That would be nice. So Oxygen, Vehicle 5. Not that they used up much, they're hardly down. Water, Vehicle 5. Nitrogen. Vehicle 5. Filling out. I got one big can of nitrogen on there. Okay. Let's see. Food. There. That's filled up. Atmosphere. I think that's it. That is it. So it is all filled up again. Get rid of TAC fuel balancer. The greenstone isn't in the lab yet. No, I don't think I can transfer stuff into the lab. I think it just will start processing whatever's attached to the station. Whether it's, because there is no transfer data here button that I can see. So I think the fact that it's in here is actually where it is. Yeah. That's perfectly fine as far as the lab is concerned. I just wanted to get it out of the lander because we were about to detach the lander and get going once again. I just realized we should get Steven to refurbish that engine. I don't think that's too much to ask, right, Steven? And I can see that this piece here is rotating more and more and more. Turn off pressure control. EVA Steven. And refurbish this. Okay, it says now, I don't know how this is still working. Inspect the engine again. Oh, it's practically new. There we go. Okay. Did our engine refurbishment. Board. Okay, and we'll transfer him back to here. Now, you know where I want to go next? Because I want to land on a polar biome. Because I did that last time, and I tried to do that last time, and I missed. So we're going to try and land on the poles. That's going to be our next target. So let's open this up. Yeah, I mean, I think we can just go. I think we can just detach and go. We don't need... We're going to land, like, right... We are going this way. We're going to the south. Yes, so let's go for the South Pole. So, put this aside. Everybody's aboard, right? I think so. Let's undock. Yeah. Wait, let's look at gear. Because there's gear these guys don't need. Like, for instance, they have 3 parachutes. Somehow I don't think they need 3 parachutes. They don't need 1 parachute, let alone 3 parachutes. So let's get rid of the parachutes. There's no more use for the EVA science equipment stuff. Just got to remember to give them back to them when we're all done. Okay, undock. Toggle torque. Oh, no, I never did untoggle the torque. Backing away. Okay, control from here. All right, Dan and Steven, it is your turn. This is a great way to get them experience, too. We can keep rotating people up here. All right, we are coming this way. Let's unselect the station for a little bit. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, fine. Let's put this onto the retrograde vector. I think, honestly, let's just go for, like, down here. Why not? Let's move away from the station. Get this map up. This is now full throttle. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Bye-bye, station. We'll be back again soon. Which way is this? Do. We'll make it work. I'm just looking at the terrain, and I would prefer to land over this way rather than kind of right into that dark crater. I think would probably be a better plan. So what I'm thinking is we'll head on down there. We'll do a little bit of a normal burn. And everything's frozen. There we go. Don't like it when things freeze. It freaks me out. About here. And we're going to do, I believe this should be an anti-normal burn. Thinking. Yeah. And I want to just push this trajectory more into this zone over this way. So it's a little more in the light and hopefully not quite as... There we go. That's the idea. That looks a little better. Okay. Got lots of fuel, so I shouldn't have to worry about this stuff. Okay, what is this thing? We're going to be coming down. Oh, we're going to come pretty close. This is the flag I put before, but the flag is actually in the lowlands. So actually, I'm going to come pretty close to an existing flag. This actually might work. Can I see the flag? Here's the flag there, I think. Can I target that flag? Flags. Minmus Lander 1. I want to come short of that flag. And so using this as my, that should help me out. If I come short of that flag, we should be in the poles. Because last time I did this, I came just too far. And I'm going to do this so there we go. That's much better. Like it when the ground is below me. So I want to get over, yeah, we're in Midlands right now, but we put down our landing gear while we're thinking about things. So we're over Midlands now. I prefer not to land in all of this business. This is probably the danger I got into before. We're in Lowlands now. It's telling me up here, by the way. I have Kerbal Engineer telling me what the biomes are. Oh, maybe we were orbiting the other way before. Maybe I need to go past? That could be. So there's the flag from before, but we might have been coming from the other direction. Okay, it's now saying poles. Let's just kill it right here. We're killing it. We're going to see if we can just kind of put down somewhere in right below. I can see here it's saying poles. So I think last time I was probably doing this. We're killing off our horizontal velocity for the most part. There we go. We're coming down. I suspect last time I saw all this and went, oh, I don't want to land in there. And so I carried myself a little further and ended up in lowlands. Because this flag I know is in lowlands. So we're very close to an old landing spot. Okay, let's just burn here and completely kill off our vertical velocity. We'll just go straight down. Or our horizontal velocity, I'm sorry. Looking at it up here. Nice. Okay, there we go. Coming down. Let us drop. What's the slope below us? Slope below us is 17.4 degrees. Maybe a little bit this way. Might not be a bad plan. Looks a little less slope over here. Hope that's going to be better. And maybe a little more this way. Just push like this. I think I see more greenstone too. I see something down there. Okay, I like this. Time warp a bit. Okay, let's get ourselves again to be straight down. I see, yeah, there's little blobs of greens. Can you collect more than one greenstone? Will it let you do that? I have absolutely no clue. I should kind of concentrate on my landing, though. Now it's saying the slope below me is 21 degrees, so I might put myself into a worse situation, but I'm going to go for it. Slow down. Oh, I should refurbish those ants, too, next time I'm doing this stuff. How far? 200 meters from the surface. Pushing a little bit. Looks like a little bit of a hill right there. I don't know. Is it that slopey? It's hard to tell. Weird. Oh gosh, I'm on target. Up, 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 up. Sorry, I just noticed. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden I noticed I was definitely going sideways. And it was confusing me. And I don't know if people were saying that in the chat. But all of a sudden I noticed. Come on, stop. Okay, can we... don't fall over and everything... Ah, you're not going to fall over. Anyway, this was on target. So it was giving me the velocities relative to the target, and the vectors were relative to the target, which of course, I don't know what the heck it's targeting now. Oh, I'm targeting the flag. Okay, so velocity was fine, but the vectors were off, because all of a sudden I noticed I was going sideways. Okay. We're okay. We are in the poles. We are in the poles. Everything's fine. Okay, doing science, everything's turned on, crew reports running, that is the only thing. That's fine. We'll turn off pressure control. Let's see, Steven's gonna go out. Let go. Fall on your head. Down he goes. And actually, while I got Steven out and while I'm thinking about it, let's inspect engines and stuff. Always says it's like looking like it's going to fail soon. Okay, and let's inspect these ant engines. These are our backup engines. Yeah, we'll service all this stuff. Okay, we got 3 of those, so let's... Whoa! Steven, where are you going? Oh, I see mountains. Those are the ones you need the drill for, I believe. All stuff for the future. Inspect again. It's going to fall apart. Okay, and one more. Oh my gosh, Steven, come back. Inspect, service, and then inspect again. The olivine formations is what they're being called in the chat, yeah. I'm not sure they're worth investigating. Either way, we got our engine service. Let's get Dan out. Dan, of course, is going to do some sciencing for us. There, Dan's going to do this gracefully. There we go. See, that's the way it's done. We have an EVA report and a surface sample to collect. Yeah, you can use the scanning arm to get science from these formations, but I do not have a scanning arm here. I should really, I have unlocked it, so I really should just start thinking about rovers and buggies and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think any of that stuff is worth investigating, so I'm not going to bother with it. Okay, flag time. So, plant a flag. I'm on the wrong one. Plant flag. There we go. This is the Pug 1-A3 once again, landing number 3. I turned on the autopilot somehow by mistake. And this is now, we are talking about Steven and Dan P on site. All right. Otherwise, I really don't think there's much for us to do here. So we might as well just get ourselves back up. Richard's asking which add-on am I using. You'll have to be much more specific, Richard, because there is a lot going on in this one. A lot of mods. Full mods is down there in the description for anybody, but if you have a question about anything in particular, by all means, just ask. Okay, there we go. And Dan. Now, is Dan finished doing her EVA reports and stuff? Oh, I'm on the flag. There's Dan. Data. Yep, she has collected her pole samples. We just have to get up. Whoa! F. There we go. Feet first. Okay, so we need to get ourselves back. Yeah, this is pretty slopey here, I'm just looking at, but let's see, where is our... Let's set our target back to what it's supposed to be. Stations. Minmus station. Okay. The station is on its way north. Now, is north... Oh my gosh, when you're down by the pole, which way is north? All directions are north, right? I would hate to go the wrong way. Oh wait, I can do this. If I'm looking at the sun, I need to go to the right. So if I'm looking at the sun, I need to go to the right. So that way. So downhill. Whether that's north, whether that's south, I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to find out in just a little bit. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And this way. No. Whoops, this way. This doesn't feel right. Okay, I'm going to aim straight for here. There's the target. I hope this is going to be okay. Oh, whoa, whoa. We have raised our Apple axis a lot. Okay, where are we at? That's okay. Yeah, this is going to work. Not the best plan, but it's going to work. Okay, 35 credits from EVA report from the polls. Now I blew way past... Got 23 kilometers from my Apple axis. Oh, somebody was asking how did I edit the names of the Kerbals? I did that by going into the save file, which is called persistent.sfs, and simply editing them with a text editor. That was it. Nothing too imaginative. I went and looked for every, use the find replace features that are in text editor, said, I don't know, whatever the Kerbal's name was initially, and just replaced it with what I wanted it to be. Okay. We are going to go for a circularization here. Got a little bit confused. I don't think I went in quite the right direction. I think I should have gone due north. But, oh well, we'll make it work. Right now, though, we need to get an orbit. But we got more samples coming. Yeah, if you are going to edit save files, John's saying just be careful with backups. And if you are, whoops, let's actually burn. If you are editing save files, always take a copy of the original and put it somewhere safe. So if you end up messing it up, you don't end up messing up your whole game. Let's just lock that on ProGrade. Oh, I overcooked it again. Oh my gosh. I'm really having an issue with that today. Okay. Let's just put this for solar panel exposure. I like that. All right. We need to get ourselves to the station. I have done a crappy job. An absolutely atrocious job. You know what I'm going to do here? As what I've done already, I've already pushed this Apple axis already almost up to the, so I'm going to actually take advantage of this. Push this up like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a maneuver here. I've already made a bit of a hash of this. And let's go, we're going to try and adjust this maneuver and try and get our encounter here. So let's see. If I give myself a little retrograde, do those purples come closer? They do. They do. The question is, am I now in the process of putting my periapsis into the surface of Minmus or dangerously close? I am not. Oh, wait. This is the one I need to look. No, it's still good. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Right here. Let's get this as close as we can get it. So 1.3. 1.1, 1.2. Can I adjust it a little bit with the timing? I think that's be the wrong way. That doesn't seem to be making a little bit any difference. If I use some normal, because we do have some... you know what? 1.1 is good enough, I think, for now. And then we'll do a little bit of adjustment coming in. All right, so that's our burn that we're going to do. Again, just if you're going to do this thing where you lower your burn, it's really easy to adjust the period of your orbit. It's really easy to put this periapsis into the surface without paying any attention. And then the next thing you know, you end up crashing into the surface. So that's why it's really important to check. Periapsis is 15.7 kilometers, so that is fine. Now, I should have now a maneuver. Yes, this is now set up right. So, or an alarm. Last week I was saying the word alarm instead of maneuver over and over again, and I don't know why that is sticking in my head. Or maneuver, yeah. Okay, let's put the view on free, and let's get to that alarm. We're going to take a little bit of a roundabout route to the station. There's the station right there. We are getting closer to it, but then we'll get further from it, and then we'll get closer to it again. Let's get closer to this maneuver. But it's all pretty up here anyway. Oh, I'm just noticing this isn't being transmitted. Transmit that. Nice. Retrograde. We're getting the camera doing its funky thing. As we go over the North Pole. Measly 74 kilometers away from the station. Oh, I'm looking at the time of this burn. It's 0.4 seconds, so we're going to again turn this thrust way down. This time I'm going to remember to turn it right back up again. That's better. Okay, let's get ready to do this. Okay, so it's a 7-second burn, so I'll start at 7 seconds before the burn. Go to half throttle. And then cut it. Okay. Got a 1.3 kilometer separation. Let's play a little bit with RCS. See if we can bring that in closer. Not that way. Let's do a little bit of lateral RCSing. That really... Oh, yeah. No. No, I'm making it worse. I'm really messing this up. So stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that. I said stop doing that. And I said stop doing that. Okay. All right, we're going to be there in an hour. A little over about 58 minutes. So what we got to do is we got to go around. We can watch it from here if people get... Sometimes I think people do get confused by how this all works. So here's us. Here's the station. We're going to be going a little closer to Minmus, so that means we're going to be going faster. And that will allow us to catch up. See? The station's going lower in its higher, or slower in its higher orbit. But we've picked up some speed, and that's catching us up to the station. And here it comes. Of course, what I should be doing is thinking about slowing myself down. Where's the station? There's the station. Again, we'll use some RCS. We'll see if we can bring this encounter. This is making it better if I do that. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time fiddling around with the main engine, but this makes way more sense to try and dial this distance in. Okay, 200 meters. Under 100 meters now. There, 26 meters. Fine with that. And we're about 8 minutes away. Relative speed's about 30 meters per second. So because we do have a bit of a plane difference, so that will increase your encounter speed. You know, so one thing I'm worried about is that we're bringing up so much stuff to be processed in the lab, we're going to fill it up. It's going to run out of room for samples and data. That's something going by there. Add a closest approach alarm for 1 minute too. Yeah, I could do that. John's suggesting adding a closest approach alarm. It's not a bad idea. But, oh, gotta keep readjusting for the camera. Oh, I should increase this throttle again. Get to about a minute before the station. Oh, we'll wait for the station to render and then we'll begin slowing ourselves down. We're still 2.5 kilometers away. There, now the station's beginning to render. Send the nuclear runabout back with the greenstone. That might not be a bad idea just for the contract. That might not be a bad idea as well. Okay, let's think about that. Let's think about what we're going to do here. The issue that I have is I kind of want to keep scientists here. Oh, let's slow down. Dude, you're going way too fast. You're talking and going too fast. Slow down. Okay, we're okay. I kind of want to keep scientists here in that lab and continuing to work. But the nerve is their only ride back. I know what the solution is. The solution is another nerve. I just don't want to leave people here stranded. I don't know. And I know in game it's unlikely for things to go well, and that's not true with Kerbalism. There's entirely likely things can go wrong. But let's get closer. The idea of, you know, maybe Jeb booting back in the nerve and leaving the scientists here to just keep working in the lab kind of bugs me. But there's something to be said for that. But maybe what I should do is just bring up more people in another nerve. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I'm starting to warm up to that idea, in fact. Let's see what the situation is once we get back to the station here. But I do like, it was a bit of work setting up this station and getting the lander here and having this runabout going back and forth. But I love the fact that for the past few streams, I have not been at the Kerbal Space Center. We've been doing all these missions and collecting all this science without having to return to Kerbin. And that's kind of the idea of this growing independence. I want Kerbals to become independent as much as we can of the surface of Kerbin. Okay, let's do this. Control from here. Again, we need to select ourselves a docking port. I think I got one staring right at me, don't I? Where's my station? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that's an engine. Okay, we'll go for this one again. This is its home. This is its birth. There's no reason to be set that as a target. The other thing I might consider too, before I get too carried away with all these Minmus landings, is I probably unlock more of that surface gear stuff. Back away a little. And there we go. There's probably more equipment I can bring up here that these folks can deploy onto the surface. I should really look into that. are. We are coming in. Is this engine on good? It is. Here, let's actually shut the engine down. Coming in here actually kind of quickly. Slow down here a little bit this way. There we go. Again, I'm mostly looking at the Navball here. And just making my way over to the target icon, which is that. I should, again, slow down. You're moving too fast. That's better. I might have slowed down a little too much, to be honest, but... yeah, these RCS blocks are too powerful. I should just turn them all down. You can see how much that prograde vector jerks around every time I give a little puff on the air. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. There you go. You're there. You're there, you're there, you're there. Okay, so we're going to, again, transfer our data over to here for now. Again, hopefully there's room for all of that. How much data we got? Look at all this stuff! And all of it should be inside that one capsule. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. The surface sample, oh, it's not. Okay, let's transfer data. I think we got to start using... Why is there some stuff still in there? Transfer data. See, it highlights... The surface sample from Minmus poles is still inside that capsule. I'm wondering if I'm running out of room for samples. I think that might be what's happening. Oh, I think I just transferred everything into this one. Transfer data. Yeah. It's getting confused. Yeah. Okay, so we need to have some of this stuff get processed before... why are all these off? We want to transmit all of this stuff. Actually, here, we can toggle. Yeah, just don't... Okay, for now, we're not going to process the greenstone. See how I can toggle that one off? So the greenstone won't get processed. But I think I need to lose some of this stuff before we can... before I can transfer any more of the samples. We've just run out of room in these capsules, I think is what's going on. Let's see. So where are we at in terms of science? I think there's still a lot. 963 or 263. I want to get to 500, so there's still a lot to be processed here. Maybe sending... if I transfer... Here. Does it give you any information on how quick this is being processed? I'm debating, does putting in another scientist, is that going to help us? That's what I'm saying. If I transfer Dan into here, transfer Steven into this one. Oh, and also level up. Level up the crew. Oh, they've recorded their experience, but they did not level up. Look at all of these stars. That's awesome. Okay. What I think I'll do. I also am really getting nervous about this, but this is going to take another minute. Oh, yeah, but it doesn't tell you how long this is going to take. I think this is going to take a long time. I think it's going to take a long time. So what I'm thinking is to leave these folks here for now. But I'm thinking of sending another crew up with another, bringing up another one of these nerves. And doing a bit of a crew rotation up here. Give everybody some more of this experience. And then in the meantime, while they're coming up and going down, these guys can be transmitting more of this stuff away. There's still a lot of fuel in all of these things. So yeah, I can still do a lot more landings. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's going to be the plan, is to come back up here with another nerve. Do I have a place to dock? Oh yeah, I can dock on the end here. Another one of these nerves and fly it up here and bring up another crew. We'll do a bit of a crew rotation. We'll bring this greenstone back to satisfy the contract. And in fact, if we're coming back, we'll take back a lot of this stuff because I think it's going to take these guys a long time to process this stuff in the lab. And then we can keep doing more landings, but there's a ton of science here that we can get back. And what I really, really want to do is to get this up to 500 science, because at 500 science, well, let me keep it, there it is. At 500 science, I can unlock the toroidal and whiplash engines, and that is going to be spaceplane time. That is really working into the reusability of all of this kind of stuff. But I think that's all going to have to be for the next stream. Don't forget, no streams next week. I'm going to go on a vacation. I'm going to be back for Monday, August the 30th, and we'll pick up on all this kind of stuff then. But in the meantime, have yourselves a fabulous week and a little bit. And hopefully we'll be seeing you all soon again. Bye, everybody.